Hello and welcome to the best of TV Burp, where we look back at my favourite moments from episodes 1 to 4 of this series. Remember when BBC Breakfast viewers blasted obnoxious Nagamanchetti for unwatchable grilling of Health Secretary?
Yeah, you can smell it.
Delicious burnt Health Secretary.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Tipping Point viewers all say the same thing about contestants' annoying habit. And Richard Osman's House of Games viewers all have the same complaint about celebrity contestant.
Boo! Turn her into bacon!
And now it's time to talk about an old TV Burp favourite, Emmerdale! And I was surprised to see Jim Broadbent in this episode of Emmerdale. Elsewhere, Bernice took Liam to her nail bar! After the trauma he's been through since they split up. Yeah, it's a shame. Liam and Bernice were a good couple. At the nail bar, they were having a trip down memory lane, talking about the good memories that they had before they split up. Then, at one moment, unexpectedly, Liam said he will always be her Mr. Darcy, and kissed her on the lips. Bernice did not like that. Oh no. She was furious. To her, Liam was more of a George Wickham rather than a Mr. Darcy. Oh, you're in trouble now, Liam. Meanwhile, Dan was confused when Harriet was flirtatious with him. Yeah. Another couple having trouble. But then at one moment, they decided to have a kiss. Just as Dan's daughter Amelia walked in, looking for the hairdryer to dry her hair. She asked the question, when did you two become a thing? And I can tell you, when she means thing, she means couple. Meanwhile, Faith Dingle wasn't her usual self, as she asked Eric the question, who wants to sink some balls? I beg your pardon, Faith? What's going through your mind, woman? Hello? Oh, Eric and Faith are going to play golf. Silly me. Yes, poor Faith has terminal cancer, and so she wanted to do something with Eric before she died. But we don't know if Faith will die or survive from her cancer. Anyway, she wanted to play golf with Eric, but he had to cancel due to a group booking for lunch. Of course, Faith wasn't happy about that. But eventually, they did go golfing and had a really good time. But, they didn't actually do any golfing because they got drunk and drove the buggy right into the village. Very dangerous, I know. But can I just be honest? I'm glad that they didn't do any golfing, because we managed to get this video of Eric practicing his golf before we set out to the golf club. Yeah, he had a haircut after that. Married at First Sight UK now on E4. And in this episode, at one point, April and George were in bed talking about how horrible the day before was. People were calling April fake just because she keeps their relationship private. But those people should know that April is not fake. She's a real human being. They should know the difference between a real human being and a shop window dummy. Come on! But the main thing about this episode was there was a dinner party in a tent with all the people who took part in this series of Married at First Sight. Yay, a dinner party! What can possibly go wrong? Well, in their case, quite a few things. All went well until Jonathan bringing up the fact he wouldn't want to go out with big women turned into an argument, and a big argument it was too. Between all the people. Oh, goodness me. Then, Thomas brought up the fact of April and George being a fake couple again. Unbelievable. Thomas, look at April and George carefully. They are real human beings. They haven't got fake masks on. I mean, imagine if you went up to them and said to all the people at the dinner table, look at these two. They're fake. I'll prove it to you. And you try and rip their faces off, but then you accidentally rip their actual faces off. And you'd go, oh, has anyone got any super glue? You? Oh, thanks. And you? So you see, Thomas, think before you speak. Well, I don't know if Thomas thought about this or not, but he walked out of the tent whilst making his angry comments. Then at another point, Gemma really lost her cool and got upset after a talk with Matt. Oh. It was a disastrous dinner party. And I think those dinner guests could do a bit of cheering up. Here, remember the horrible dinner party you were at? You know, the one where everything went wrong? You should know that Married at First Sight shouldn't always be about the, he's left her, she's left him, and all the drama about relationships. There should be a few smiles in the program. Come on, there should be smiles in every TV program. Well, I'm here to make that happen. So sing along with me. Here we go, here we go. Come on, everyone. Come on, everyone. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Nothing like a good sing-song to cheer everybody up, eh? Talking of Matt, he is now with Whitney, who said he was a good cuddler. And he was massive. Hang on. A good cuddler? Massive? Nah. She's getting confused with a teddy bear. They're good cuddlers, and they're massive. Like one of my friends here. Come on, up you come. Teddy, everyone!
Hello, everybody. Were you talking about me, Oscar?
Yes, Teddy, we were. I was just telling everybody here that Whitney from Married at First Sight UK was saying that Matt was a good cuddler. Matt, eh? Is he a teddy bear like me? No, Teddy. He's a man, a human being. Teddy? Teddy? Oh, no. Teddy isn't in that plastic bag anymore, as we all know. But occasionally, he has these panic attacks for when he's really shocked about something. He collapses and faints. Yes, that's happened to him just now. But it's okay, though. He'll come back to life in a moment when I do this. I'm alive! I'm alive! Oh, that's good, Teddy. Matt's not a teddy bear. And Whitney called him a cuddler. Human life is very confusing. Oh, okay. See you later, Teddy. Paxman, putting up with Parkinson's now on ITV. A documentary about Jeremy Paxman learning about Parkinson's disease. Because unfortunately, that's what he's got now. He was diagnosed with it in May 2021. Jeremy said at the beginning of the programme he has written a lot of books. Well, his office proves that very fact. You ain't kidding, Jeremy. He also said he enjoys writing, but he can't type now, which must be incredibly annoying. He thought he'd written something, but it turned out to be gibberish. You see, he thought he'd write something simple, like his own name, Jeremy Paxman. But this is what he actually typed. No, that's not how you spell Jeremy Paxman at all. We learnt the story of how Jeremy discovered he got Parkinson's. You see, he was having a walk in the square across the way. There was ice around, and he had his dog Derek with him. And the first thing he knew was when somebody was sitting him on a bench. Jeremy had fallen over and made a terrible mess of his face. He'd gone straight down on his nose. So it was something like... There were cuts all over the place. He was a real mess. Ouch! And when he was in A&E, a doctor walked in and said, "I think you've got Parkinson's." Now, I don't think that's his real voice. It could be, but I don't know. Anyway, it turned out that he had been watching University Challenge and had noticed that his face had acquired what's known as the Parkinson mask. That's actually a new film in the Mask franchise. Only in this film, Stanley Ipkiss gets Parkinson's. And so when he puts on the mask, he's not as active as he used to be. Poor Jeremy got depressed about the Parkinson's, but nowadays he takes lots of medication, which helps a lot, including mood enhancers. Now, I don't need mood enhancers myself, but I'm gonna drink some just to see what will happen. You see, I'm a happy person already, but I just wanted to see if I'll be even happier when I've drunk mood enhancers. Oh. Something's coming. Oh, hey! Oh! Oh! Way! Oh! 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 Maybe I shouldn't have drunk those mood enhancers. I'm exhausted. We discovered that Parkinson's was originally named after a doctor in what is now part of the East End of London. James Parkinson was his name, and he wrote an essay on the shaking palsy, and it was actually a Frenchman. Charcot, known as the father of neurosurgery, who said we should call this La Maladie de Parkinson. But remember this, James Parkinson wasn't the only famous Parkinson. Oh no. There was the actor, Robin Parkinson. There's the chat show host, Michael Parkinson. And there's the actress, Catherine Parkinson. But that does beg the question, which is better? James Parkinson, Robin Parkinson, Michael Parkinson, or Catherine Parkinson? Does anyone way to find out? Fight!
Don't blame it on the whiskey. Don't blame it on the bar.
See you after the
Don't
break.
blame it on the team. Trying to guard the Johnny Walker Wardy game.
Welcome back to the best of TV Burp. Remember when Corey Simon Gregson called in ghost hunters to his Cheshire mansion?
Now, Simon, keep Scooby and Shaggy away from your fridge.
Tipping Point fans fume as Ben Shepherd announces utterly useless prize. And giant corn on the cob on Karen Perry. University Challenge now on BBC Two, and the teams who are competing in this episode were Gonville and Keys, Cambridge, and St Andrews. Come on, win for Scotland! But I thought the team captains from both teams had very misleading surnames. I mean, look at them.
Abigail Tan from Gonville and Keys doesn't look very tan to me. And Joseph Cryan from St Andrews Doesn't look like he's crying.
I was surprised to see a killer whale in the studio in this episode of University Challenge.
Quick! Get that killer whale back in the sea!
There were also tricky papers in this episode. What I mean is, one of the questions went like this. Almost 12 million in number, leaked documents published by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists in October 2021 exposed the secret offshore accounts of prominent figures. They were given what collective name after a figure from Greek mythology? Joseph said it was the Paradise Papers, but that was the wrong answer. Jasper Morn from Gonville and Keys said it was the Prometheus Papers, but that was also the wrong answer. The actual correct answer was the Pandora Papers. Who'd have thought it? That reminds me. We have a tricky sheet of paper in the studio. It's under the desk. Do you want to see it? You do? You see, I'm scared because, well, tricky paper can be aggressive. So, come on, up you come. Whoa, settle down, settle down. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. One sheet of tricky paper. I told you tricky paper can be aggressive. By the end of the episode, Gonville and Keys had 120 points, but the winners with 140 points was St Andrews. Yes, they won the episode for Scotland. Whoa! New tricks now on drama. And the episode we're going to be talking about is while looking into 3 mysterious disappearances, the team believe there is a serial killer on the loose. Do you remember that episode of New Tricks? Boulders, cornflakes, and muesli gone. Mysterious, isn't it? As you know, New Tricks is a police drama. And, working for the police, it's not much fun, is it? Because you're so busy looking into all these crimes and mysteries. Not many laughs or smiles in that job, is there? So, I was pleased to see that Jack Holford decided to bring some smiles to the job by coming into work dressed up as Mr. Bean.
The name's Halford. Jack Halford.
I was surprised to see that someone had painted a red spot on a fish.
Look, it's a red blobfish.
When the team were visiting DAC Donald Bevan in his office, it looked like his stone fountain needed a wee.
Oh, you beauty. That's the stuff. Oh.
And finally, quite near the end of the episode, the Invisible Man paid a visit. Holiday Homes in the Sun now on Channel 5, presented by JB Jill, Sam Pinkham, and the woman that everybody loves, Amanda Lamb! Amanda Lamb, Amanda Lamb. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. She fits the reel and not a sham. That's why everybody loves Amanda Lamb.
Amanda who?
Amanda Lamb.
Amanda Ham?
No, Amanda Lamb. If you're in a jam, then call Amanda Lamb. If you're in the car, mummy push you in a pram, eating pilchards for your dinner, or just munching on a yam, by plane or train or tram from Hong Kong to Vietnam. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. If anyone can do it, Mandy can. Yep, that is true. Everybody loves Amanda Lamb. Sorry, JB and Sam, but we haven't got a song for you two. Anyway, in this episode, they're in Bega, a hidden treasure nestled in northern Catalonia. First of all, they were looking at JB's holiday home, which was located in Pals, which is a medieval village. It had a 2-bedroom department, one with a double bed and one with twin beds. It cost £530 to £1,050 per week and £133 to £263 per person. There was a giant fork as one of the house decorations hanging on the wall. Look at this.
Here, that's one of Greg Davis's forks. He'll be looking for that.
The terrace had plenty of outdoor furniture and a barbecue. Good, I do love a barbecue. This episode was all about views. So let's have a look at the views from JB's holiday home. A view over the countryside and the village. Very nice. But I have to warn you, if there are any arsonists around, they might throw petrol over the trees and throw a match over them, and then woof! The countryside will be on fire. That would really ruin your holiday. A boxing ring? That would ruin your quiet evening. For example, if you're sitting on the terrace, reading a good book, enjoying the warm evening air of the summer, and then you hear, "Hello, and welcome to this local boxing match! Yes!" Then you'd go, "Here, will you keep that noise down? I'm trying to read my book here." "No, we can't keep quiet. This is a boxing match, and boxing is not meant to be quiet." Okay, fine, I'll go inside. Now here's the view from the bedrooms. A view of the village square. Also very nice. Just like the view of the countryside and village. But if it looks like there are people about to throw eggs or other types of food at your window, shut it tightly. Also, it would be very annoying if you're just enjoying your lie in, and then you hear this bumping at your window. Then you go, what's going on? And then you have to get out of bed, walk up to the window, and say, what's going on? But if you're not careful, tomato in your face, probably. Or an egg. Oh. Or a custard pie. Ooh, breakfast. Cheers! Now I don't have to do any cooking. Now, as ever, they were marking the properties out of 30, and JB's holiday home got, out of 30 marks, 25. So that house is 83% recommended. I did the maths, you see. I'm not clever enough to know that professionally. Next up was Sam's property near the fishing village near Saria, which is famous for scuba diving because the sea there is so clear. Sam's house had a lift. I know, a house with a lift. Fancy. If people need a lift, that lift would lift up their spirits. It's another joke. Come on. It's like you don't want to be entertained. It also had an infinity pool, 5 bedrooms, all with sea views, which sleeps 10 people, 4 bathrooms, 2 of which have hydro massage bathtubs, and a solarium in one of the garden terraces. It cost £3,199 to £5,648 per week, and £312 to £565 per person. There was even a cut-out square of the lawn in the kitchen. The marks out of Sam's house was 26 out of 30. So that house is 86% recommended. Then came Amanda's property in Bugger itself. Her holiday home was a historic townhouse, and at the back was a walled garden with views over a castle. It had 3 stories. It slept 6. It had big, beautiful, open plan spaces for people to be together or to have a fight if they really hate each other. And then there's the pricing. This house cost £1,190 to £3,090 per week and £200 to £550 per person. There were also glass panes in the floor, which allowed the light to cascade through the building. But it's not very good for a reason or two. Like, for example, if you're just sitting in a chair doing your crossword, and then you look up and see someone who are not dressed yet and just in their pants, so you'd be like, here! Put some clothes on! Huh? Oh! I'll put some clothes on right away. I didn't realise there was a glass pane in the floor. Nobody told me that. This property was marked 27 out of 30. So that house is 90% recommended. Oh. Last but not least was the mystery holiday home. A mystery holiday home. Oh, now, the surprise may be good or not. Well, this mystery holiday home was in Bago itself, and it was a traditional detached Spanish villa with a rustic kitchen and a relatively small living space with a dining table. Okay. There were 2 double bedrooms, so it slept 4. Good. And it had 1 bathroom. Yeah, you're right. Good. And a toilet. Oh, thank goodness it had a toilet. Otherwise, you'd have to do your business in the garden and wash your hands in the swimming pool. Outside, there was a barbecue, an outdoor dining table and chairs, and you got sea views from the private porch area. Well, it's not private anymore, because it's been mentioned on national television. Let me rephrase that. You got sea views from the porch area. It cost £900 to £1,400 per week, and £225 to £350 per person. This house had the lowest score. 21 out of 30. 70% recommended. And then came the winning house of the episode. The winning house was... Amanda's house! Yay! A happy ending for Amanda Lamb. Well, that's all we've got time for. And to sing us out, Cliff Richard with Summer Holiday.
We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or 2. Fun and laughter on a summer holiday. No more worries for me or you. For a week or 2. We're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Everybody has a summer holiday, doing things they always
Mind you,
wanted to.
Cliff Richard isn't really here. I said he was singing us out because, well, yeah, this is Summer Holiday by Cliff Richard, so you know what I mean. It's the song to end this week's show. I hope you understand. That's all from us. Good night.